Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Lost Odyssey. In the last episode it was kinda lengthy. We escaped the sewers and we took back control of the Nautilus, which is a new ship, Sed's old ship, but it's new to us. And we used that to escape the sewers, and we regained
Jansen, Ming, Cook, and Mac,
who were still on the frozen trail, and we exited the frozen trail on the opposite end to reach the world map, where we are now at the Gohtzan Refugee Camp, which is the next stop. So we're still searching for Kaim and Sarah, who are nowhere to be found. And now in the Gohtzan Refugee Camp, we are going to loot the place. So go ahead and head north from the save point, and behind it you'll notice a pot that we can probe next to the tent, and this contains a seed. Head over to the right, and behind the tent, or on the right side of the tent behind it, is a pot that's kinda hard to see because of the crates. But when you probe it, you'll get 5 loud bells. Now head back and enter the tent. In the back right hand side of the tent is a pot that we can probe for 4 monster birds plum. And then there is a ring maker in case you need to get any new rings. But unfortunately we can't make nothing that's really worth it right now. But you can talk to the other guy in the tent, called the Gohtzan Refugee Trader God, and he will tell you of some trouble he's having. Okay, so talking to him, he will tell you that monsters are running ravage, and there is a leader called Don Laploss. So we're gonna go monster hunting to kill this Don Laploss to quiet down all these monsters. So you're gonna be rewarded pretty good for this, so I highly recommend doing it now
to make the most out of it.
Go ahead and exit the tent, and then head south and exit the refugee camp back to the world map. And you're going to want to go back to the frozen trail. Yeah, I know we spent enough time on this frozen trail already, but we're going to go ahead and go back there to find this Don Laploss.
Now be very careful when fighting this guy,
Because he is pretty tough. He's not nothing that you have to really worry about. But you might have actually already fought him if you were trying to battle and level up during on the frozen trail. You might have already ran into this guy, but the chances are you haven't killed him yet because he's really tough. So just run around until you get into a random battle.
Oh yeah!
And you're going to be looking for a bunch of reptile-ish enemies. aren't the guys that we're really looking for. So just go ahead and take these guys out. The guys we're looking for are called like Gohtzan. And they're gonna look like little raptors, dinosaurs. But they come in packs. So we're gonna be looking for a pack of them. And they come in packs of 3 or packs of 4. Now what you really are looking for is a pack of 4. I'm not sure if you can do it with a pack of 3. You might be able to, but I've never done it with a pack of 3. But once you get a pack of 4, you can definitely do it.
Let your guard down,
Hopefully
eh?
we can get into a battle with them. And here they are. These are the guys you're looking for. They're called Gohtzan, and you're going to want to get 4 of them. So they're weak to wind, so just use flare up. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take out 3 of them and leave 1. Okay, so now that there's only 1 left, all you gotta do is defend. And he will call allies into battle with Cry, which is an ability that he will only use whenever there is only 1 enemy left. Or no, he'll use it when there's 2. So just let him keep calling enemies into battle until he calls in an enemy called Don Laploss. Now this is the guy you're looking for. So once he's in battle, you can go ahead and get rid of all the other guys and focus your attacks on him. Now notice his element is different than the others. The others are wind, but this guy is fire. So just go ahead and use a Clara on him and use combo with Mac to put this guy down quick. His physical attack does do some damage, so you're going to want to be careful. Once he is defeated, you will get the key item at the very bottom called Don Laploss Claws. And that's what you're looking for. Once you have them, go ahead and exit the frozen trail.
Don't let him get away!
head back down the stairs so that you can exit the frozen trail back to the world map. And go back to the Gohtzan Refugee Camp. And we're going to want to head back into the tent and speak with the guy to let him know that Don Laploss has been killed. And we have proof. And you'll get the sacred torch and the sacred ring combo, which is very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and use a slot seed onto Ming so that I can put a new skill on her called the White Staff, which lets her equip all of Cook's unique staffs. And now we can equip the Sacred Torch, which definitely increases her attack. So with that equipped onto Ming, you can go ahead and talk to this guy. And now he's selling items. Only after you defeated Don Laploss will you be able to buy items off him. So now I would recommend grabbing about 5 ground bombs, because we're going to need them for something coming up a little later. And I'd go ahead and grab a Holy Scepter and a Wrathminder. And go ahead and get that on Jansen, that Holy Scepter. And then the Wrathminder, go ahead and throw that onto Mac. After that's out of the way, go ahead and exit the tent. And enter the tent, the first tent that you come to on the west. This is called the lodging tent. At the back of the tent is a chest we can open that contains white magic spell All Shieldus, which is very good. It's an upgraded version of Shield, and it's for all your characters. That's awesome. And if you want, you can go ahead and rest here to restore your HP and MP. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. After you're all rested up, go ahead and exit the tent. A little bit to the north of that is a pot that we can probe for an anti-paralysis herb. And go ahead and enter the next tent a little bit further up the path. And in the back is a Pippit. Now if you found all the seeds up until this point, you'll have 80. So you can go ahead and give it 20 more seeds for a total of 80. And he'll give you a Gigantus Brooch, which is a very awesome item. Go ahead and equip that to Ming as soon as possible. Max HP up 3, which increases your max HP by a pretty good amount. 477 for Ming, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Go ahead and equip that to Ming so that she can start learning that. Now if you want, you can trade some more stuff to the Pippit. There's all kinds of new stuff, including magic stones. But I'm not even gonna mess around with that because there's so many choices, and there's good stuff. You can definitely experiment with it if you want. But I already know exactly what gives what, so I'm not even worried about it. Go ahead and exit the tent. And go ahead and head north towards the exit for a scene.
I can't believe that Gohtza's train crashed. It probably got attacked by those ice creatures.
Did you hear that? Just now? I wonder... It must be...
Huh? What do you two want?
Where's the train that you were talking about?
Huh? Train?
Please, tell us.
Okay.
Please?
That away.
Thank you.
Train, you think?
I think it's worth a look.
Hey, it's dangerous up there. There was some really weird stuff going on. You know.
Okay. So after the scene, you'll be taken to the world map, where there is a new destination available called the Crash Magic Train Site. Now before you go there, go ahead and head back to the refugee camp, because there's a few things we got to take care of here before we head on. Alright, so now we're going to do a quick little bit of looting. Go ahead and head back into the first tent that you come to on the left. If you take the east entrance to the Gohtzan Refugee Camp, it's called the medical tent. If you take the west entrance, it's going to be the second tent on the left. And go ahead and talk to the guy sitting on the bed. His name is Still Pale Lax. And he'll give you some treasure hunt information that reads: the army dropped a box of supplies near the hot spring in the Gohtzan Refugee Camp. with that treasure hunt information, go ahead and exit the tent. Go ahead and head northeast to descend the ladder down to the hot spring. And you'll see a glowing orange dot on your map that marks the treasure hunt spot. Move north and your controller will start shaking. Press A to examine it to get the Spire Commander and the Spire Ring. And go ahead and equip that on the Jansen as soon as possible. And now you can give Cook the Holy Scepter. After you've looted the treasure by the hot spring, go ahead and climb back up the ladder and head around the back of the camp towards the west side of the camp. And behind one of the glowing devices is a pot that we can probe for 1000 G. And then talk to Padloff. Now this is kind of tricky. Oh, nope, this ain't the tricky part. He wants you to deliver a letter to his mother in Lowtown. Choose yes to deliver the letter, and you'll get the key item letter to Mom. So with that taken care of, go ahead and head south. Now unfortunately we cannot go to Gohtza by fast traveling. So you're going to have to enter the frozen trail, and you're going to have to go by foot for now. A quick way to get this out of the way is equip Mac with the Turntail accessory, or just switch one of the skills that Ming has for Turntail if she's learned it. That way you can run from all the battles. And it'll get you there a little bit quicker. It's not that long of a run. You might think it is, but it really isn't. And on the bright side, you only have to run there, and then on the way back, you can just fast travel back to the refugee camp. It takes about 5 minutes, if that.
Sorry, got homework to do.
So just head south on the frozen trail until you reach the next screen. Which is the eastbound track.
Sorry, got homework to do.
And once you head all the way south to the next screen, you will be just outside of Gohtza City. All you gotta do is head north and climb a ladder. Jump back over the gap. Head back down the stairs that we went to earlier and descend the ladder. It is kind of a little backtracking, but it's worth it. You get a pretty good accessory for doing this.
Looks like we got a good chance. Sorry, got homework to do.
All you gotta do is just retrace your footsteps. You've been here before, so it shouldn't really be too hard to navigate back to the low town of Gohtza. Once you're back in Low Town, just head back across the bridge and to the north, and then take the next east path. And head up the stairs. And the lady you're looking for is Strong-Willed Sonya. And she'll recognize that the letter is from her son. She's standing by the bar just up the stairs on the east side of Lowtown. And she will give you the black belt for your trouble of having to backtrack all the way here. Now we're gonna have to go all the way back, but luckily for us, it's not that far of a travel. But before I go all the way back, I'm gonna go ahead and save my game and cut the episode, because we are at our 30-minute mark. I usually try to only make the videos 20 minutes for your convenience, but these last couple episodes, there's just so much for us to do that I've been having to extend the episodes, but it's only going to be briefly. I only do it when I have to, for your convenience solely. But that's going to conclude this episode. I know this is kind of an awkward place. People are going to be like, what happened? But I'll explain everything at the beginning of the next episode. So I'll see you guys next time on the next episode of Let's Play Lost Odyssey.